football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Off of play action, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Lance on the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Mitchell. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mitchell again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Chiefs 0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Lance now on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Dancing to his left. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
Here is Wh0aTV to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 52 yards. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. Williams brings it in. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. After the penalty, it's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw, it's Lance. That one complete, Elliott. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown.
No game.
Brandon Ayuk, 59 yards. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Chiefs nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A big Sebastian Joseph day there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield. Here's
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Lance now on first down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28. Chiefs 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 60 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
I got you. Right there.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. C.J. Board there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Come on, let's go. Hey,
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On play action, Lance. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt
blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Mahomes will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by their offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell fighting his way through contact. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat. But this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half. And now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the first. First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action, now it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking deep for Elliott. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles Harris gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Touchdown! Bring it! Elijah Mitchell. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wh0aTV to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Niners, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.